we are live now, finally. Everyone's been waiting for this day, but we are not actually starting the training for the next 20 minutes, okay? I'm just starting this webinar a little early because I could see there was 80 people on standby, and, you know, there's still 20 minutes to go. We've got a couple hundred more people to get in, and, you know, that's it. I'm going to wait for Tom to get in as well, and we're going to start running. So everyone, just post in the chat box if you can hear me. Everyone just say hi, say hello to each other, and let's just get a bit warmed up, okay? Cool, you can hear. Hi Slim, hi Mace. This is cool. This is what I want to see. Tell me which country you people are coming from. I want to hear which country everyone is from. I'm actually from the UK myself, UK, Manchester. Wow, we got a lot of people here. We got UK, Spain, Willie from the US, Shrindy from India, Darren from the UK, Mace from Bristol, Galid from South Africa. Wow, crazy. All over the world we have people here from all over the world. All right, this is amazing. This is actually amazing, okay? Now, here's what's going to happen next. I'm going to do a Facebook Live right now, and I'm just going to remind everyone in the group that they need to get on this webinar right now because we are starting in the next 20 minutes. You people all have time right now to go get yourself a cup of tea, cup of coffee, get yourself some water, get yourself pen and pad, get your kids out the room, close your Facebook, close your TV. You have a lot of time right now to do, you know, your last minute chores or anything that you need to do. Just get it out of the way right now. You know, while we have the time. In the meantime, I'm going to do a Facebook Live and just remind everyone that they need to be on this webinar right now. Okay, this is going to be an insane webinar. That's all I've got to say. We're going to have an absolute blast today. I'm super excited, and I have been for the past week actually. You know, ever since launch started, I've just been waiting to actually finally deliver this training live. All right. So anyways, with that in mind, I'm going to go live right now on Facebook. Okay. Hello people in the group. We are actually live right now, and I'm on the webinar right now, so everyone can actually hear me, and they're probably thinking, what is this guy saying? So yeah, we're here right now, super excited, and let me just show you what's going on inside this chat right now, inside this webinar. We got people going crazy from all over the world. Okay, we're looking at Singapore, Switzerland, Madrid, USA, Ghana, India, Bristol, South Africa, Spain. Do you know what I mean? We have people from all over the world inside this webinar right here, right now. Okay, so you need to get on right now. We are live, and we're actually starting in the next 20 minutes. So 20 minutes from now, this training will actually begin, and we will be rolling. All right. I just started 20 minutes early to avoid any tech issues, to get people on, you know, a bit early before the training, so I can just get everyone warmed up, let everyone know exactly what's going to happen, and how it's going to be. And the main thing is, like I said, just avoiding any technical issues, because in the, you know, bottom line is, if I had faced technical issues when we go live, then everyone will be delayed by 30-40 minutes, and we will all miss out on a lot of valuable time and training. So that's why I went live 20 minutes early. And I just look forward to seeing you on here. I'm on live right now. You can see my face is red because I'm just blushing from all this, you know, engagement and all these people on live on my webinar. So it's absolutely crazy. I'm super excited. I cannot wait. Just get on live right now. We are here right now, and it's happening. It is today. There will be a replay. I'll tell you that. I'll be honest with you. There will be a replay. But, you know, it's just nowhere near as valuable as actually being there live, as we're going to have a Q&A session right at the end in which you can ask whatever the hell you want and get answers right here, right now. All right, that's it for now. I'll see you live on the webinar. Make sure you're there. Find the link from wherever you kind of sent it you many times. It will be in your email inbox right now as well. So make sure to just head over there, find your link, and get onto this webinar right now. All right, see you there. All right, people, I just finished recording the Facebook Live video, and everyone has been invited. Yeah, Dinesh, there is no video at the moment because I am not sharing my screen. So let's start sharing my screen, and let's see how this works also. This is the first time I am running this software, Demio. Okay, super cool. I like it. Okay. So everyone, let me know in the comments if you can see my screen, if you can see the slide that says from failing college student to making 6 figures with AdSense. Let me know if you can see the slide. Okay, let me know if you can see it on large screen right now. And one more question I'm going to ask you, and I want you to respond to, is that when I go right, let me know if you can see the next slide, which says if you stay till the end. Let me know in the comments. See you in HD. Yes, can see is fine. Great live now. Perfect. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Great live now. No slides, not yet, not moving. Okay, everyone, I'm going to go back to the slides now, and I'm going to move from the first slide to the second slide, and I want you to let me know if you see it move, okay? So I'm going to go back now. All right, now I'm on here. We are on the slide right now, which reads, from failing college student to making 6 figures with AdSens. I'm going to go to the next slide and let me know if you move with. And now it says, if you stay till the end. Let me know if you moved slides with me. Okay, got it. Thanks. No, cannot see slide. Perfect. So I'm going to sort this out right now for you, okay?
Hey.
Tom, is that you?
Yes, it's me. What's up? How are you doing?
Good, man. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. Sorry.
Look at the chat box, man. Blowing up. We got people from all over the world here today.
Where did I see it? Okay, yeah. Hey, guys. Hey, everyone. What's up? How are you doing?
Okay, I'm going to do a quick check now, and I'm going to see if the slides are working, okay? So I just want you to let me know if you see the slides move. So right now, we should be seeing from failing college student to making 6 figures with AdSens. Do you see that?
Yeah, I can see it.
Perfect. Now, when I move slides, did it move with me if you stay till the end?
No, I don't see anything.
Okay, so the slide did not move. See, so that's where I have a bit of a problem. Okay, so share screen. I'm going to share window. Okay, now this time I know it will work. So I'm just going to go one more time from beginning, and I'm going to move slides to if you stay till the end. And I just changed slides now, I believe.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, that's it. So we're rolling perfectly fine. We're not going to face any more issues. And we will begin this training in 14 minutes from now.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys take a break, of course. I mean, we're starting only in 15 minutes, so take your time. Get some coffee, stuff like that. I'm gonna have a good time. Yeah, you can ask questions right there, of course. But if you have any good questions, save them for the Q&A at the end. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. So I guess until we start, we're just going to be answering questions. And once we begin, I want to, give you guys an intro and stuff, and really intro of everything you'll get, what to expect. It's going to be a nice intro. And that's it. I'm really looking forward to it. Abdullah, are you there?
Yeah, I'm right here, man.
Yeah, man. I'm looking forward to, doing this with you, presenting people.
Likewise. Definitely, man. And we still got 30 minutes to go, and we're already packing up in here. It's cool stuff, man. It's amazing. So one problem I think you people might face is that my chair is a super, super squeaky and creaky chair. So you might hear some annoying sound throughout the training. But apart from that, we're going to have a smooth run.
All good, man. All good. So, guys, if you have any complaints, you want to complain or any rants, you can write them here right now.
Let it all out.
Yeah, exactly. Before we begin the call.
The volume in Demio, I don't think you need to deal with the volume in Demio. You deal with it from your computer. Personally, I don't think you can raise the audio on this software. I believe you raise it on your PC. Why did I wait a year to release this method? Well, I actually didn't wait a year to release this method. I was actually teaching this program, and I was charging at the time $6.97, and the program was called 6 Cent Secrets. So you can look it up. You might find it on YouTube. You might find it around Facebook. Many people in this webinar will already know that I was actually running this program for, the last for 2016. And then when it came to 2017, we decided that we're going to launch this much bigger, much cheaper, and make a much greater impact with this model. You're a millionaire. Well, do you know what? Unfortunately, I'm not just yet, but in due time, in due time.
I mean, you're very young. I mean, you're what, 18, 17?
Yeah, just turned 18 December.
Oh, congratulations. Happy birthday. When was it?
16th of December.
Oh, I turned 24 on the 17th of December.
That's it, man. We were meant to launch this month. There's something about it.
Yeah.
So how can it become a part of your newest methods, and how expensive are your training? I don't really know if that's a good question, but you will always be, you'll always be kept up to date with. I'll always be mailing you. You'll see me in a group. You'll see me in Skype, and I'll make sure, you're always in the know, okay? So you don't need to worry about that.
Hey, I'm doing
Tom,
well.
I wanted to ask for you. Yeah, how are you doing, man?
Mr.
How are you?
Bell Maj Stubbs. I'm doing well. Thank you very much for asking.
Okay, hey Abdullah, mate. My AdSens account got banned just a few days ago, so please advise. Now, the reason your account got banned, I don't know, that you didn't provide too much details, but one thing I do know, that once you get your account shut with AdSens, it's very hard to get a new account, especially on the same address. So my advice to you is find a friend, find, family member, find someone in the group, partner up with them, and just, leverage their account. Max increased, 5 days earlier than myself. Congratulations. How many students you train? Well, the AdSens Reborn, we brought over 2,000 students on board. So, I don't know how many of these people are actively watching this training, but I do know I'm dealing with a couple hundred people every day. No problem, no problem. Question for Tom. Yeah, fine.
Thank you for enjoying my newsletter emails. Some people enjoy them. Some people are just, don't enjoy them at all. Oftentimes I get emails like, you're rude and stuff like that. But yeah, most people enjoy my emails. I enjoy my reviews, interviews, so it's good stuff. Someone here wanted to ask a question. Let me know.
Yeah, I got to see quickly what Chris is. Chris, hello, we are actually here. We do see you. The presentation is not actually live yet. I'm not sharing my screen at the moment because we are yet to actually begin the training, and we will start in the next 9 to 10 minutes. So, Tom, your question actually never came up, man.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys ask away. I mean, it's the opportunity to have, I heard about AdSens, who you subscribe to. I guess I'm subscribed to everyone. I mean, I'm on everyone's list these days. And not by choice.
Max increase. Come on, mate. Paid $70 to Fiverr to get your AdSense account made when you could have followed my training for free and got an actual legitimate account approval. I've never ever recommended buying AdSense accounts because I have tested it before, and there's a site which many of you will know of called AdsenseG.com, and many people buy accounts from there. But my experience is that every single account that you purchase will get banned and you will not get paid. So do I need to be concerned about getting banned? To be honest, I think you should be concerned. But then again, I mean, to be honest, this is what I'm saying. There's not enough information here for me to even know what kind of process the person went through that got your AdSense account approved. Okay, question. I love the idea of making money with AdSense, and I love the fact that you learn and share your tricks on how to pay for $5 ads on Facebook to hopefully make more than $5 per day using this newspaper with article website. But here is my question. Okay.
Yeah, we will have a replay. It's going to be recorded. So don't worry. He can't hear or see anything. Try to click that. Well, actually, I don't know what he should be clicking.
Yeah, I mean, there's a chance you might have an audio button there, possibly that you've got a mute. Maybe your speakers aren't working. Maybe you should test another browser. And because I do have this experience with my own computer where when I'm using Google Chrome, I can't seem to hear any audio off my YouTube videos and stuff. So I always, and you know, my Wistia videos. So I just have to use Firefox at times. It's just the same as Facebook Live. Well, kind of not, because this is Demio, but we're actually delivering an entirely different training on here, something that hasn't been delivered ever before. And as for domain name and stuff, all of this I will be covering in the training, so let's not talk about that right now. I did give away a newspaper, that's right. And you have $25,000. How do you invest it? I actually could not think right now. I'd probably pay myself, and you know, that's it. And then, can I get the theme? Yes, you can get the theme. Just go inside the Facebook group and you'll actually find the newspaper theme over there. There's going to be 2 links. One is where you fill out a survey and you get the link. And if you look in the comments, you'll find a Dropbox link. Okay, I'm going to go on this website for AdSens. I need to start a new website, which you recommend.
Guys, wait a second, guys. Yeah. If you don't know why you see nothing on the screen and stuff, don't worry. We haven't started yet. When we'll start, you'll see stuff on the screen. So don't worry, just enjoy the audio, ask questions, and have some fun.
That's it, everyone. Enjoy. 69 cents today and made 43 cents. That's actually quite cool, you know, that's quite cool. As that goes up, you know, just maintain a low budget at $3 to $5 a day. And, you know, within due time, you should probably turn that profitable. How long is this webinar going to be? Now, I don't know, because I tend to talk a lot, and with this model and this training, I really get overly excited about it. So 2 things is that I might talk quite fast, but at the same time, I'm going to talk a lot. So my estimation is that we will finish this webinar within 90 minutes tops, I think. 90 minutes should be the tops we will finish this. About that Fiverr. Okay, that Fiverr AdSense account I recommend. Actually, well, then again, it's created now. You need to see what it's all about. You drive some traffic to it, see what the situation is. I mean, you just need to provide me more details or show me the Fiverr service, you know, you purchase from. And I have terrible audio. Do I have terrible audio?
No, you have excellent audio.
Oh, thank you. All right, there's some questions here now that I'm seeing. Tom, can I see your face too?
Well, no.
Unfortunately not. So I have, okay, you asked this question before. I have one old website with 70 posts. I'm thinking to run this website for AdSense. I need to start a new website. Which do you recommend? Well, if it's following my strategies, if it's got the newspaper theme, and by all means run with that. If not, then transfer the articles over to a new site, which is made using my, you know, methods. Are we not supposed? Oh, can you people not see the questions? I did not know that. Okay, instead of ads, have you tried physical products? Okay. All right, there's a lot of questions coming in. I think I'm actually going to save it till the Q&A now, because we're going live in 3 minutes, and I don't want to you know, drain myself before we even get started. So let's hold up now till the Q&A right at the end, and then we will answer more and more questions. Because I'm already I'm already draining. Not displaying that since Tom, when you're ready to go live properly in 3 minutes.
Yeah, let's give it an extra 5 minutes.
Yeah, we might.
You know.
Fair enough. Really glad I use this Demio platform. So much better than Webinar Jam. So much better.
Oh, it's super smooth. It's really smooth.
Honestly, man, I'm loving it. I'm actually loving it.
Yeah, that was their goal. I remember, you know, at the beginning, when, you know, David and Wyatt, they wanted to create this platform. It was 2 years ago, and they said, "Oh, we're going to make it something big, something simple. There won't be any platform simpler than that." I mean, they made it. I mean, they nailed it. It's really simple to use.
Yeah, that's it, man. Super simple to use, honestly. A few buttons and you're ready to go. I like it. I really do. let's just see a few things we got in this chat going on. Okay, I would love to get started, and I understand you people were on time, and I really, really respect that. You people have a mindset advantage that others may not. But at the same time, we've got to be fair. There's a lot of people putting their kids to sleep at the moment. A lot of people coming back from work right now, or whatever the situation may be. So just for that reason, we have to spare people an extra 5 minutes at least, to get around to this webinar. I have a Genesis site. Can I use it? Well, you can use it. You can actually use anything, but personally, I recommend you do as I say and use the newspaper theme. Well, the cost for the webinar platform is decent. It all comes down to the package you acquire. And okay, so now we've got some crazy questions coming in. That chick in your FD cover photo. Okay.
Yes, I did quit smoking, actually. That was the hardest thing I've done in my entire life. Still is. I was the 26th of September 2015. Yeah. So I did
Big
quit
congratulations, man. Big congratulations on that, man.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So, Abdullah, when are you coming to America? I don't know, in due time, hopefully soon, but these days there seems to be a lot of problems in, getting to America for people like myself. But no, soon, you'll see me.
So this person said who's the hot chick in my Facebook timeline cover. It's my fiance, and yes, she is damn hot. 7 years together, and she's very, very hot. Yes.
That's what we want to hear, man. So, can you please tell us what's in the secret file? Thanks. The secret file, come on. It's all in the training. These little things, you need to pay a little bit more attention, and everything will be made clear. All right, we're literally going to give it 3 to 4 minutes more, and then we're going to get rolling. And quickie news, you need to watch your mouth, you cheeky little bugger. And you bought, well, look, if you bought the newspaper theme, it's much better than getting it for free. You get lifetime support, and you also get the updates and everything. And that's what these people that are getting the free theme off myself are missing out on, okay? Because I'm not always going to be around to provide newspaper support, because that's not what I teach. And I'm also not really a techie, and I also did not create the theme. So, you're really a much greater advantage if you actually bought the theme than, getting it from myself for free. Well, I actually just pasted the link. The chat is going so fast that you probably missed it. So you just click that, and you literally just download the theme from there. But otherwise, I suggest you go into the members area, and I'm just trying to remember what module it's on, site setup. So it'll be in the first module, and you can download the theme from there. You can purchase the theme from there. Okay, so let me just tell you exactly what the secret file does. The secret file, you place it on your site, and it doubles your 728 by 90 ad code placement. Okay, if you had a 300 by 250, it would double that. Essentially, all it does, it doubles your AdSens placement. Places a banner at the top of the content and a banner at the bottom of the article. So it's just like double ads, double conversions. It's very effective and beneficial. Okay, so this is blowing up. We've got many people in here. I've got a feeling we might max out in the next 20 minutes.
Wow, yeah, I told you so. Well, if we'll max out, maybe we'll host another webinar or something. But yeah, I told you that people are going to be really interested in coming. Really.
Yeah, man. Cool stuff. Oh man, I've got a bad cough as well. All these bad little things on this day is so annoying. Yeah, Demio is pretty slick. I gotta give it to the guys, man. Who is it? Wyatt and who's the other guy? David, that's it. Well, it has been 25 minutes from the start time. I totally understand that, but also understand that we did say we would go live at 7 o'clock. So, we just went live a bit earlier just to avoid technical issues. But we are pretty much ready to go. Tom, what do you say?
I guess we're pretty ready to go. Yeah, I think we are. I mean, let's get started. You know what? Hey, are you guys ready? Do you want to get started? Are you excited? I want to see in the comments. I want to see some great Oh yeah, this is so good. Oh, look at this. Wow. Now that's some sick response. Awesome. Oh, I love it. I love watching all those comments. People are excited. Okay, great. So people are excited. So, guys, Abdullah is obviously going to go through the entire training and the demo, and, it's going to be really deep and awesome. But I want to kind of give you an overview and introduce what you're going to learn, what you're going to see. And it's going to be really, really fun. So the entire webinar is going to be based around three main elements, right? One is three main elements. One is to inspire you, two is to educate you, and three is to spoil you. Now, by spoiling, I mean we're going to give you that in the end of the webinar. We're going to give you that free gift and all those things, and it's going to be awesome. But the point of this webinar is to inspire you, to show you what's possible, what Abdullah did, his campaign. He went from nothing to 6 figures with this. So we want to inspire you, showing you what's possible so you will take more action and see success. This is really the most important thing. And obviously to educate you, we want to teach you some new things here, things you won't see in the training. You'll be able to ask questions. You'll see our automation formula. It's going to be so awesome, guys. And we'll have a Q&A at the end and the free gifts. And, I really, really hope you're going to stick to the end because we're going to have a lot of fun. So, guys, before Abdullah starts sharing everything on the screen, do you have any final questions? Do you need me to go over what we'll do again? Let me know in the comments.
All right, quickly, how long will this be? I'm going to give you 90 minutes. I think this will be about 90 minutes long. We should last till... So we're starting at 2 p.m. EST, 3:30 p.m. We should be done. And Tom, one question from myself is that just for the next 5 minutes, just stay on live with me. I need you to confirm with me that the slides are moving. And once I'm sure that the slides are moving, then by all means do as you wish. All right. As for denying AdSens accounts, all this stuff, we will answer that right at the end. Let's dive straight into this training. I'm super excited. Been waiting all week to deliver this training. Please, let's finally get into this. And no more questions for now. Let's save them till the Q&A and let's get rolling. Okay, Tom, I'm good to go. Yeah. Okay, let's do this then. Let's do this. So welcome everybody, welcome. Thank you for, I really respect everyone that got on this webinar about 20 minutes earlier today. I'm glad you stayed with us right till the end, well, right till the beginning, to actually get started with this training. Now I'm going to try keep my speaking pace, on level, but sometimes I get really excited and I might just speed up a little bit. And final thing is I've got a bit of a cough, so just bear with me if I take a bit of my, some time. But that's it for now. Let's dive straight into this. So today, if you stay till the end of this webinar, you already know what's going to happen. You're going to receive a PDF called Headline Secrets, which I actually put up, I think about 2 weeks ago. And this PDF will show you how to craft, effective headlines for your content. And by effective, I don't only mean that, it just piques the interest, of a person. In fact, these headlines will help you make money. And that's all that matters. We're here to make money, really. And this PDF is going to show you exactly how to craft the right headlines, the exact headlines, that I use and the format that I use and have used, to generate multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars. Okay. And also, if you stay till the end, you're going to have an opportunity to ask me whatever question you like. Okay, we're going to have a space of about 20-30 minutes in which you can bombard me with your questions and I will answer everything you want. Okay, and the final thing I'm going to tell you, if you stay till the end, there's going to be a very special opportunity. Okay, Tom said before that we're going to spoil you, and honestly, we are going to spoil you throughout this webinar, and then also even better right at the end of this webinar. But for now, let's get straight into this. So let me tell you who this is actually for. Okay, so if you're an online entrepreneur who is serious about finally building a dream business and is tired of the hype, empty promises, and high risk investment, then this is for you. Okay, if you've ever wondered what it takes to earn a consistent, repeatable, and predictable income online, okay, you know, at least $2,000 to $3,000 a month, that's what we need to get by in this world. If you've ever wondered what it takes to earn a consistent, repeatable, predictable income online, then this is for you. Okay, and if you're the type of person who's working way too hard in your business, or, you know, even for other people in a job, and you're burning yourself out doing that, then this is for you. And finally, if you feel like, you know, there's an invisible ceiling on your income and your income potential, okay, if, you know, you even have a business at the moment and it's making you money, but you just can't seem to surpass that income, okay? If you're at the 5K mark a month and you just can't seem to get ahead of that, then this is for you, okay? Now, look, this is one word I got to touch on before we dive deeper into this training, all right? Everyone needs to hear something about mindset in this life. Now, because I'm not a motivational speaker, neither am I a personal development, you know, trainer. I only speak about, well, you know what? I just speak about the basics, okay? I'm going to literally touch on this for 2 minutes. Now, mindset, okay? You need to understand that by going through this training, you are not going to make money. You're only going to make money if you apply what you learned today, okay? Now, the other thing is I am also not responsible for your success, okay? I can deliver this training to you. I can even spend 6 hours answering all your questions, but for you to get results, it's in your hands. You need to throw up the ad campaigns. You need to find the articles. You need to make it happen. Okay, another thing that, you know, once you implement this training, I don't even guarantee that it will make you any money, okay? When you start rolling with this, you need to understand that this is a business. It's not a game, okay? It's not one of them games where you just cash out big. It's not a demo account on binary options where you can make, you know, 50K for jokes, okay? This is a serious business where, you know, you can lose money, but you can also make a lot of money, all right? It's a business. That's all you need to understand. There's so much to business, and I'm not here today to explain exactly what a business is. But if for as long as you know what a business is, you'll understand that, you know, there's a lot more to than just, you know, watching this training and making money with this model. Okay. So let me talk a bit about myself. All right. Before we go really further into this, and, you know, you must know who am I, okay? Who am I to actually teach you? What have I achieved? What have I done? And, you know, how long have I been around? What's my reputation? Who knows me, etc.? You need to know who I am. Otherwise, there's no point of you even listening to me, okay? Because for all you know, I could be an absolute scammer. So as you can see that this isn't actually my usual dress code, but personally, I think I look super slick in it. So I think it's quite cool. It's quite cool, okay? So I learned about the internet marketing industry at the age of 14, and I've put my life to it since, all right? And as Tom mentioned earlier on, that I'm actually only 18 at the moment. So I've been in this space for about, you know, 3 to 4 years. And, you know, in 2014, this was when I kind of started off with internet marketing, okay? This was where I seen my first bit of success. And that was with network marketing. I used to promote a bunch of programs, and one program I recall, which I made a decent, you know, bit of money in, was called Internet Lifestyle Network. But the problem was that with these companies, as I would start making money, you know, these companies would just start shutting down. So this small success that I seen, it very quickly disappeared. And then even worse, I went on to lose over $60,000 of mine and my partner's money. All right. At the time, you know, my partner, this guy reached out to me, and he was interested in this network marketing company I was running with. And he asked me, you know, how can I make money with you? By the time, this guy told me he didn't have a lot of time in hands, but he had a lot, you know, he had a bit of money. He had a budget there to work with. So I said to him, look, why don't we invest in this and invest in that? And you do nothing apart from fund it, and I'll do all the work. And we went forward with that deal. He funded everything. And by the end of it, I had lost over $60,000. Okay. I really needed to get myself out of this shithole. You know, it was a very tight and tough position to be in. There was a lot of pressure, and being only 15, 16 at the time with over $60,000, you know, in negative balance, it was a big hit, and it really, really hurt and caused me a lot of problems. But then, AdSense came around and I, changed my mindset, changed my life around. And you can see that I just went from talking about, December 2014, not December 2014, sorry. I was just talking about the year 2014. And, pretty much 2 years later in December 2015, throughout the entire 2015, I had my breakthrough. I had generated over $300,000 in revenue and I had pocketed over $90,000, okay, all within 7 months, all right? Now, the reason I mentioned how much I pocketed is because this question always arises that, oh, you make X amount of money, but how much do you actually take home? And, I was blessed at the time. The business, we absolutely, smashed it. And this AdSense model really came through and it brought me great results. And I can confidently say that it changed my life. So here's some proof, okay? Many of you have already seen this, seeing that your customers of my program, but here's some proof regardless. At the top, you can see that's one AdSense account which has over $50,000 in proof. And then in the middle, we have an account where we can see over $200,000 in AdSense revenue. And, all of this is in the space of a year. The first account was between October and December. The second account was between May and December. And then we have an account right at the bottom that had done $26,000, okay? It works, okay? This is some legit, this is real proof. You people have seen the video proof as well. Now you're seeing some images proof, and I'm talking about this live, okay? It's actually happening. It's real. So, in my time, in the 3 years or so I've been in this space, in the 4 years, whatever, I have done a lot of things right, okay? The fact that you're here, I have over 2,000 students in my program, I have done some things right. The fact that I made over $300,000 in revenue means that I've done some things right, okay? But that doesn't mean that I'm perfect and that I always do things right. I've actually done a lot of things wrong. I just mentioned that I lost over $60,000 at the age of 15. All right. Now, if you can, say that is right, or you can find some good in that, then please educate me. But personally, I think that was a mess. And then at the same time, throughout all this time, I made a lot of money and I lost a lot of money. I kept investing in coaching programs. While I was making money with AdSense, I was just taking my money, investing in e-commerce coaching programs and this coaching program and that program, and, just rinsing money for no reason. And one lesson I've learned from this, which I want you all, to take note of, is success comes from focus, okay? From focus on, a singular thing. I have tried running multiple things at once, but I promise you, when each and every time, I was trying to run funnels alongside an e-commerce business, alongside network marketing, it never worked for me. The most I had ever made doing that was maybe $200-300 a month. But the moment I shifted my focus and, I cut out everything in my life and just dedicated it to this AdSense model, that's when I seen true success. And it was just that 1 month I gave, we started off in May 2015 with this model, and, I put focus into it. I put a lot of hard work in, and just within 1 month, we were able to generate over £3,000. So focus, please, whether it's this model, whether it's another model, whatever floats your boat, whatever, suits you, just focus on that. Okay. Don't get caught up with the money and the results and the proof, or you like a certain person within a certain model. Don't get caught up doing that. Only look for what you're passionate about, or what you can actually enjoy doing, or what you could sit for 7 hours straight doing without getting bored, and you'd be able to do it effectively and efficiently. Okay. Focus. So anyways, after doing all of this, stuff wrong, and this, we're talking 2014, 15 times. This was when my life and my business was a pile of shit and nothing was actually going to plan. But then 2 years later, moving into 2016, mid 2015 and 2016, I had come up with a model and a strategy that allowed me to make money without selling anything. It allowed me to never talk to a single person, ever again. It also allows me to work in any niche. And I have come to the conclusion that content can make you rich. And that was actually a rhyme. I just realized it was quite cool. So look, as I said before, I was in network marketing, and in that you just have to sell. All you do is talk to people and you have to convince them and sell them. It's hard. It's super, super tiring talking to over 100 people a day on, Facebook chat. It's a hard job. And also with the internet marketing and network marketing companies, I was always tied down to one niche, which was the make money online niche. Now with content, I can do whatever the hell I want. I can push content in health. I can push content in entertainment, celebrity, sports, fitness, diet, food, anything I want. I can work in it. Whatever I feel passionate about, I can select that niche, work in it, throw up some content and, get rich. But look, I discovered this the hard way, and sorry about the image in the corner. But look, you get to cheat and have the easy way, because I've made all these mistakes. I've, gone through all of this crap. I've lost all this money. I've tested all these different strategies. I've invested in all of these coaching programs, and now I'm here with, over 6 figures in proof, with, thousands of students, and, multiple 5 figures in client proof. Okay, I'm here with all that data, all that information, and I'm here to share it with you today. Okay. So one more time, I want to remind you, what the hard way is, what I had to go through, and what many of you are probably already going through or have to go through. Okay. I had to keep up with opportunities and MLMs to make money. Okay. Every month or two, my company was shut down. I'd have to go find a new company. And guess what? All my downline, all my members under me would leave me. I'd have to go find new members, reach out to new people, convince new people and sell them. Such a tiring job. Okay. And, whether I was on message or over the phone, I was always on the damn phone, okay? I was on the phone or on my PC, either responding to messages or taking calls or Skyping, video chatting. I literally had no time to myself. And even worse, to be honest, with doing this, I still had no money to myself, all right? And worse than that, I lost over $65,000 in bad investments, okay? Lost my partner's money, lost my own money, lost some family's money, and I was just in a big ditch, in a big hole, all right? And I managed to get myself out of it, okay? I managed to get myself out of it doing something I had waited kind of, my whole time in business to do. When I started off, my thoughts were that, damn, I just have to stick to network marketing. I have to keep selling shit. But when I learned about the AdSens model, you are selling something. You are selling traffic to advertisers, okay? However, and to the networks. But we don't have to worry about this. We just have to worry about acquiring the traffic. The selling is done in the background and we get paid. Okay, this changed the game for me. This took me out that ditch. This took me out that hole and flipped my life upside down, okay? So let me ask you a question. Do you actually want the easy way, which requires no selling? All right. Now, all of you actually have this way. You have it available to you. All right. You have the training there, but many of you still have many uncertainties and many things you need to get cleared, which I will clear for you right here today. So I'm going to ask you one more time. Do you want the easy way, which requires no selling? Post yes in the comments. I'm going to take a quick look at the chat and come right back to this presentation. Yes.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Okay, super cool stuff. I like to see this. This is what I want to see. No selling. Screw selling. Selling can eat my shit. All right, so let's go back to the presentation. So you all want it. I knew you want it. Okay, I just had to ask you because, when you say yeah, it gives me a bit of excitement. Okay, it gives me that extra bit of energy, that extra bit of breath to carry on speaking. All right, I just like it. So look, in the past year, me and my partners, we have done over $300,000 in revenue without selling a single product, okay? No affiliate promo on a site, no clickbank product, nothing, no single product we sold, but we generated $300,000 solely with Google AdSens, okay? So today I want to share with you 3 not so mysterious secrets, okay? The reason they're not so mysterious is because they're right in front of your eyes. So they're no longer secrets. But the secrets I'm sharing with you today is that secret number 1 is that I can make 4 figures in a single day without selling anything, all right? And then secret number 2 is that I don't have to write my own content, okay? I don't have to, you can, but big plus for me because I hate writing. And secret number 3 is that I don't need to set up any confusing tracking. And that's another big plus as I am not a techie. Now, I know that with the CPA model and the e-commerce model, you have to really go deep with your tracking, Google Analytics and Prosper 202 and all these different tracking tools and volume and all these softwares. Like, it's very confusing. But with this, I'm going to show you in a little bit how simple it is to actually track everything down to a T and get, the most effective results possible. So let's start off with secret one, okay? Because 1, 2, 3, there, that's the order. I can make four figures in a single day without selling anything. And I just realized I said 4 fingers. I've actually got 5 fingers, but I can make 4 figures in a single day without selling anything. So look, when you're selling something, here's how it works, okay? This is just some basics. These are some little things you got to deal with. And we just held a 6-figure launch. We know exactly, what it takes, okay? So with products, they require sales pages and top-notch marketing. Why? Because you're selling something, and no one hands you money for free. No one hands you money, without reason. You need to convince them. So sales pages isn't an easy job. Okay, it can take you tens and tens of thousands of dollars. Or if you want to write it yourself, then it takes you a lot of time to perfect your copy. And when I think about it, it just crosses my mind. It's too much, honestly. In this launch, I didn't even handle this shit. Sales pages and stuff, that wasn't even my job, because I know how confusing it is for me, and especially coming from this whole AdSens background and the arbitrage model. For me, it's too much. So selling products is an absolute no-go for me. And then you have chargebacks and refunds, and they can really, really screw you over. And not in the way that it just takes your money from you. You can get your payment accounts shut down, your merchant accounts shut down, and you can get a lot of bad feedback and a lot of bad reputation. It can hurt your heart, and it can really bring you into a dark stage, if you don't go about things right. Okay, if you don't do things the right way, you can really get caught up in a lot of problems selling things. However, when you're promoting content, you're not actually bound to anyone. You don't owe anyone anything, because no one is paying you. The content is free. They just need to click and they go read it. If they don't like it, then get the flip off our site, okay? And if they do like it, by all means, carry on reading more content. But there is no commitment. We don't ask of any money, so there's no convincing required. If the article interests them, then they'll read it themselves. And if it doesn't, then, they won't, and we'll have another visitor to replace them. So, what we have here, what we're able to work with this model, okay, we get to cut out all the confusion, okay? It's absolutely beautiful. Really, we just need one article, okay? Now, I don't say that you need to put one article on your site and this one article is guaranteed going to make you money. No, my point is that with one article, once you go through all your testing and stuff, you will land on this one article that requires no sales page. It won't have any refund or chargebacks because you're not selling anything. You don't need to get on the phone. You won't need to do anything, respond to any support. And that one article, which might be, 5 to 10 pages long and 300 to 1,000 words long, that can generate you multiple 5 figures. Now, to me personally, I find that super, super powerful. People spend so long creating product by product, and I remember asking some JVZoo guys, and they were telling me that, they launch every few months, okay? Because there's a lot of work that goes into, okay, creating a product and then knowing that it's a good product, and you have to test it with the market, and then you have to, set up sales pages and see if your copy converts, and then you bring affiliates on board, and damn, if the affiliates don't like it or it doesn't convert for them, it can cause you problems, hurt your reputation. And, you can get caught up in a lot of problems. So that's why I find it so powerful that with one simple article that only contains 500 to 1,000 words, you are able to make multiple 5 figures. And, I know people doing 6 figures with content, but I'm speaking from experience, okay? I'm just speaking from experience that with, one article, I have been able to generate multiple 5 figures. And one of those articles I will be sharing with you today near the end of this webinar. So that's secret number 1 for you. Now, let me tell you about secret number 2, that I don't write my own content. And that's a big plus because I hate writing. So 3 reasons why most people like me shouldn't write content. One is that I just don't have such kind of time in, my hands. And main reason for me right now personally is, well, just think about it. I have over 2,000 students. You can imagine how, tied up I am with time. And number 2, that writing skills aren't great. I dropped out of college, okay? I finished high school and then I got to college and I dropped out because, formal education wasn't for me. I absolutely hated writing. I hated exams. I hated coursework. I just couldn't do it, okay? It's not that I couldn't do it. Sorry, I did manage to pass and all, but I didn't enjoy it, and I know that my writing skills are nowhere near up to par with, the content that's being produced on actual, blogs and sites on the internet. And number three, like I just said then, I absolutely hate writing. So, many of you probably do hate writing, and for that reason, you shouldn't write content. So here is really all you need to worry about, okay? You want to first focus on mastering the research process, okay? It's not about having, new content created and coming up with ideas for content. The research process is what I will teach you in a bit, and I've already taught you, which is finding good content that is already performing, content that networks and sites are already using and are receiving a lot of engagement on. Okay, so once you master this research process, once you know exactly how to locate 10 hot articles within 10 minutes, then you've cracked the code. And all you need to do from there is you just take that content and you have a writer rewrite it. Now, I say this because I'm trying to avoid all confusion. Over the past few days, many people came up with a lot of confusions and questions and comments regarding, my methods on acquiring content. So I want to keep it simple, and I'm not going to beat around the bush and cater towards those with little budget and cater towards those with big budget. I'm just going to tell you that if at some point, you decide to start running a successful content marketing business, then all you need to worry about is the research process, and then all you do after that is just hand over the article to a writer and they will rewrite it for you. And the words I want to leave you with is that content is king, okay? In this model, nothing matters more than the content, okay? It doesn't matter about how the site really looks too much. I mean, the ad placements do matter, okay? But the colors and all of this does not matter too much. What matters is the content, okay? The Facebook ad itself doesn't even matter too much. If the headline and the content is good, then people will just read, okay? Because it's the content and it's the headlines that interest them, not the name of the site, for example. So let me tell you about the experiment that almost failed, okay? This is when I was running my business, there was a lot of times where I had to, you had to keep up to date, okay? Because some things are just not effective, some things are just not efficient, some things waste your time, some things waste your money, okay? So you always got to be experimenting, you always got to be up to date with your business. So initially, when I actually started off, when I started off with this business, what I would do is I would write my own content. And as I said before, I absolutely hate writing. So at the time, what it was for me, it was that when I'm writing content, I can probably just pull out an article a day. Because if there's something I'm not passionate about, if there's something I don't know about, it takes me too long to write, okay? I just, when I'm talking about AdSens or writing about AdSens or answering support, it takes me a minute to write, 300 words or something. But when it comes to writing content, okay, let's say in a cancer niche, which I know shit all about, and obviously, I care about people that have cancer, but honestly, I don't wake up thinking about cancer, for example. And so for me, that was a very bad idea. Now, some of you might be amazing writers. You might be able to pump out 5 to 10 articles a day. So for you people, you need to screw writers and write shit yourself. Okay. But at the time for me that I couldn't write my own content, it was taking me too long. I had to change it all around. And the word that comes to mind is leverage. All right. What I started doing was what I just mentioned then. I started taking content from the other big blogs. We have sites like Viral Nova, BuzzFeed, and and there's so many more blogs, okay, with just tens of thousands of articles being uploaded on a daily basis. All right, or I'd use tools like BuzzSumo, etc., and I'd find the content and then simply just get it rewritten. And the results, well, initially I had very little content and no time on hands. This limited my income because I couldn't produce new content. I couldn't test different angles. Then that left me with no time. And obviously because I couldn't, produce different angles, etc., it limited my income. I couldn't test a lot. I didn't have enough data to work with. And I just didn't have enough time to, work on my ads, etc. So my income was very limited. And that's why in the first few months of my business, we did not cross the 5-figure mark. Okay. But then the new model, as we moved down the line, I decided I knew what was working. I knew what needed to be done. So I just went ahead and I mastered this research process. And now I just know how simple it is to find good content, throw it up and, start running a campaign. And there's so much more to it. There's a lot of, mindset things that I wish I could share with you today, but time is slim. So what I want to say is just, focus on this research process. Focus on finding the best tools or the best processes of acquiring good content and seeing what's actually working already. And once you find that, then all it is from there is taking it to a write and making it, getting it made unique. And now, you'll have an unlimited flow of good content. And the following month, we went on to do over $17,000 plus in profit. We had new content now. We had a lot of time now. Our business was essentially automated. Everything was kind of being done for us. And when I got to the stage, that's when we started crossing the five-figure mark. And we started seeing months as high as $50,000 in revenue. And in the last, 7 to 12 months, we've done multiple six figures in revenue. So, secret number 3. That I don't need to set up any confusing tracking. Now, I'm sorry if I'm moving too fast. I hope I'm not. Of course, you can let me know in the comments when I, refer back to it in a little bit. So secret number 3 is this, that I don't need to set up any confusing tracking. And like I said before, this is a big plus as I'm not a techie. All right. All you need to really do with this model, this is how simple it is to set up. This is the structure. There's the ad on Facebook on the left side. And then in the middle, you have your article. They go to the article and that's it. You see your dollars in AdSens. And the way you set this up is by setting up URL channels in AdSens. Okay. So that's it. The reason there's no confusing tracking needed is because there are no pixels you need to place anywhere. You can do this stuff. I don't teach that, but you can do all of that complicated stuff. But really and truly, this is such a simple model. You simply take it from your ad, you have your traffic go to the article, and from the article, whether they click on the ad or whatever, that's where you make your money. And there's literally nothing more to it. No upsells, no downsells, no exit pops, no email opt-in, nothing like that. Just simply from ad to content and monies. So I want to ask you a question. Okay, we're done with the secrets now. These 3 not so mysterious secrets, and of course they're so not mysterious now because I just told you everything about them. So can I show you my $40,000 campaign? Okay, if you're already getting bored of this training, you can let me know and I can end this webinar right here, right now. We can just shut down and go to sleep or whatever. All right. But in this, if you do allow me to proceed, then I'm going to walk you through my exact content research process and then my hot cash oozing articles. Okay. We've got to use some fancy words over here. And it is what it is. These articles are pumping serious money. And even better on top of that, I'm going to show you my entire Facebook campaign, including the targeting and the ad. I'm going to ask you one more time. Are you ready? Show me in the comments. Show me some hell yeses, some big yeses in the comments. That's it. That's what I like to see. This is getting me excited. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah. All right. Okay. Let's go back into it then. Let me show you my $40,000 campaign. So AdSens Reborn, we've got a very pixelated logo over here. So I'm going to move on from the slide very quickly. Okay. So let's start off with article research. All right. Article research. Like I said, it's all about mastering the research process. Now, I'm going to show you exactly the steps I took to land my first 5-figure campaign. So I went over to buzzsumo.com, and now you don't even need to have an account to do this because you can make a few searches for free. I searched up the keyword cancer, all right, and it gives you a bunch of articles, but to me, it was too broad. If you type in cancer, you're going to find a bunch of articles. You're going to find some stories and some patients of different cancers. And it was just not too, accurate for me. So then I started looking up all the different types of cancers. And I came across ovarian cancer, cervical, prostate, lung, brain, bowel cancer. And one of the cancers I came to find was cervical cancer. So I took that keyword and I threw it into BuzzSumo, as you can see below. And the second article I seen with, the second most amount of engagement, 87.4K shares on Facebook. I took that article and all I had to do was get it rewritten, and that's it. Okay, that is the article research process. You throw a keyword into BuzzSumo. Okay, you don't have to use BuzzSumo. You can use many of the tools. I've recommended others as well, cheaper options. You can even go to your competitors' sites and search up in their search engine. But if you're using BuzzSumo, here is the process. You just throw in the keyword and you see what has the most engagement. You take it and you run with it. And that's it. And then the article itself. The article has a very simple structure. You know, I've taught this now. You've seen it in the training, but if not, here it is. Okay, the simple structure is just this. Okay, 300 to 500 words article starts off with, you know, let's walk it down from the top to bottom. We have logo, menu. Okay, then we have headline of article, sidebar ad. We have some, you know, share, you know, social icons there for people to share. Right underneath that, we have our first ad placement. Then we have some content, and then we have a next ad placement, and then we have the next button. And that's it. Okay, that's a very simple site. And it, as I've shown you in the training, it only takes about 20-30 minutes to set up a site just like this. And many of you ask, what does the secret file do? Well, without the secret file, one of the placements you see over here, I think it would be the bottom placement. So this placement you see over here, without the secret file, it actually wouldn't be there. All right. So that's what the secret file allows you to do. It gives you double ad placements. So essentially, you know, you get double views and double conversions and more double effectiveness. It's just doubling up. Okay. Super cool. And then the articles itself. This is my favorite type of headlines to use, okay, when it has a number inside it. So 10 warning signs of cervical cancer you shouldn't ignore. 7 ways of playing football effectively. 4 ways of running faster. You know, 5 ways to kill your dog but not kill it or something. I don't have an idea, you know, what I'm actually saying, but it's a very simple structure, okay? That's the articles I look for. And then what I do is, if there's, you know, 7 warning signs or 10 or, you know, however many of things there are, you know, if there's 5, I separate it into pages. So, for example, the 10 warning signs you see over here, I have split them into 10 different pages. So first it'll be leg pain, and then there's number 2 and number 3 and so on. And there's 10 pages for this one article. And as you all know by now, the theme we are using is newspaper 7. It's such an amazing theme. And you know, it speaks for itself, really. You go into Theme Forest and you come to find that it's the #1, you know, bought out theme. It has the most rating, the most customers, and most revenue generated. Okay, it's an absolutely amazing theme. And, you know, here's one thing you need to know, that with content, you're not always going to land on winners. You really are not. You know, I've tested a lot, okay? I've tested a lot. And as you can see in this image below, for one of my previous sites, readitshare.net, in the keyword cancer alone, we have 7 pages worth of content there. And 7 pages on each page, I believe there's about 7 to 10 articles. So you can imagine, you know, I've run through 700-800 plus, you know, campaigns before I can land on. I mean, of course, you know, throughout the process, I was landing on winners, but it does take a lot of testing regardless, you know, to land on a winner. But let me put into some, let me put in perspective in regards to numbers. Let's say for each page, there was 10 articles on there. We would have 70 articles. And then all we would do is we would spend $5 on each campaign to test out each article. And that would cost us $350 by the end of it. Now, $350 to test 70 different campaigns. Number one thing is, I can pretty much guarantee that out of the 70 campaigns, you are going to land on a winner or 2. You know, you'll land on a few winners. Okay, and the number 2 thing I can say is that $350 really isn't a lot to acquire that much data. All right. That's a lot of data. Okay, so this model is, you know, very efficient, and it's very easy to work with, and you can test a lot if you spend your money correctly. And as I've mentioned here, that your opinion does not matter. No one gives a shit about your opinion. Okay, if you are spending money and you're not making money, then that's it. If the article does not convert, if the market does not respond, then that's it. Your thoughts don't matter. If you think, I really think this is going to be a great article, I think I'm going to make so much money with this article, but you don't, then that's it. That's your problem, okay? You know, you just have to move on. You have to go to the next article. Never get emotionally attached, you know, with your campaign, with your articles, okay? Please note that, okay? Do not get emotionally attached. Because look, once you spend $5, if it turns out you're making straight loss, then you kill it and you move to the next article. If you spend $5 and you profit, you run with it and you dive deeper into that same niche and you grow more content in that niche, and, you know, knowing that it will make you money. Okay, so super tip one. Now, a lot of people have been asking me about these down domains. Which domain, should I purchase, and what should I run with, etc. So here's one tip I can give you. If you already you found a niche and you found a niche to work with, then purchase niche targeted domains. Okay, here is a domain I ran with, which was called realestateinformation.com, and the results of this was, look, 85 cent cost per click, 81 cent cost per click below. All right, some serious results, and as you can see, there's nothing outrageous there. The CTR is just a normal 2 to 4%. And all of this just by using a niche keyword domain, realestateinformation.com. So make sure you take note of this tip, or screenshot this page. It's super valuable to you and could be very helpful when you're starting off your site. Now, pretty much the final part of the model, which is Facebook advertising. Now you've got your content, you mastered the research process, you've got a constant flow of content. Now you need to start getting visitors to your content. All right. So here's what I run with: simple page post engagement link ads. Now I teach how to set these up in the training in the back end of AdSens Reborn, but I'll also show you a little example today on how I do it. Okay, and I only spend $5 per ad set, and the countries I will always test is UK, US, and Canada. And this is one more golden tip: do not waste your time testing ads with mobile. Okay, only run to desktop newsfeed ads. Now, when you've got a bit of a budget, you start making money, by all means, run whatever the hell kind of test you want. But I'm just trying to help you save money, and I'm just telling you what works. The desktop newsfeed ads, if desktop does not respond and desktop does not make you money, then you need to move on to the next article, because mobile does not have any money for you. Now, here are two examples of ads that I've run in the past. Okay, I keep it very simple. That the 10 warning signs of cervical cancer you shouldn't ignore article. I literally just took the article title and put it in the top of the ad, and then I created a call to action, which is share with friends and family, because we really want this to go viral. And as you can see at the bottom, it did go viral. I've reached over 1.3 million people. Now, the copy itself, do you know the signs? If you think you know them, then that's not good enough. Be certain, learn them now. Sometimes my copy doesn't even make sense, but what I'm saying is that the headline, as long as the headline is there, it makes sense. It will, that's all that's needed. People are just really interested in seeing that headline. The moment they see the headline, if it piques their interest, they click the ad and they start reading. Okay, and another ad on the right side is that here's a different one where I didn't use the title of the article in the top. Instead, I used it at the bottom. So everyone knows about lemon and water, okay? But who knew about the benefits of pineapple and water? This is amazing. All right. Now, probably that should have been worded like, but who knows about the benefits of pineapple and water? This is amazing. And then I put the title of the article at the bottom: drink pineapple water in the morning for a whole year, and these 10 things happen. Okay, now this copy is so bad. Personally, I think I should have written these 10 things will happen. And then, but who knew about the benefits? I think it should be, but who knows? Okay, but who actually knows? All I know is that the headline interested the audience, they liked it, they clicked on it, and they read it. And also the image plays a huge factor, plays a huge part in actually getting people to click on over to your site. Now, there's many different kind of creatives you can use and you should use. Before, I used to test a lot of ads with borders, and I mess around with the hue saturation, mess around with the colors, and make the ad look super ugly. Okay, because that's what works. But another thing is, you don't want to be too spammy. And I realized that over the past few months, border ads and ads like this come across a little spammy. So you can play around, but as I said, what matters the most is the headline, not really anything else. So hey, how do you set up a link, page post engagement link ad? Now, here's how you do it. You go of course, you go inside the Power Editor as normal, and then you have to select your page. When you get to the advert part, first you select your page, and then you have to select a post. Now, if you haven't got a post ready, right next to it, there's a plus symbol. You click on that plus symbol, and the first thing you do is you insert the link of the article. And then once you've inserted the link, all of these things below will appear. An image will appear, a headline will appear, and some description beneath it will appear. So then what you do is you replace it, or you take out the URL from the top of the ad and you insert the article title maybe. Or you can do that at the bottom where, over here it says, ginger root kills ovarian and prostate cancer cells better than chemo. I would probably take that out, throw it to the top maybe, over at the bottom you can change the image. Do as you please, okay? Go through the training. I talk a bit more about this in a bit more detail, but that's basically how you set up a link ad, and that's all you really need to know when it comes to, Facebook ads. When it comes to Facebook ads with content, okay? And now, as for my campaign itself, all right, this is the most overthought part of advertising, the targeting. Everyone complicates this so much, it really hurts me. I don't understand why. Just keep it simple and broad, stupid simple and broad, okay? And look, the targeting is in the title, all right? It's common sense. It really is. If I am dealing with an article that says 10 early warning signs for cervical cancer you should not ignore, who do you think I should target? Personally, I think I should target people interested in cervical cancer. And then I'll just click the related interest, because anyone interested in cervical cancer is probably interested in every other cancer. Whoever's interested in cancer will know about cervical cancer and all the other cancers, and all of it concerns them. And anyone, above the age of 45 is just naturally, interested in cancer. They just need to know. So what I do is, I'll find one cancer or cancer awareness, that's cancer awareness, I know is an audience of like 17 million people. So you can imagine that I'm dealing with very, very broad audiences, because it does not matter. I'm not selling anything. I do not have to be super, super targeted. I don't have to do what people say, laser targeting, none of that. I don't have to intersect audiences, anything like that. Just, whatever is common sense, whatever appears right in front of me, I just take the audience. If it's anything related to cancer, I will target most audience, most interest related to cancer. As simple as that. If it's breast cancer, I'll still target cervical cancer. If it's, if it's lung cancer, I'll still target people that are interested in cervical cancer, because cancer is cancer. So super tip number 2, okay? Break your ad sets into single interests. Okay, now the image below is kind of supposed to be a little joke, because like a single interest, so all the single ladies kind of, about that. So break your ad sets into single interests. So rather than running as I did over here with people who match, look, if you look at the interest, I have so many interests in one ad set. So what I'm suggesting you do is you take each individual interest, the biggest of interest, and you create an ad set on its own for them. So what this allows you to do is allows you to optimize your campaign to its greatest potential. The reason being is because then you know exactly what audience works best, what audience responds the best to your content. So that's one golden tip. Make sure to screenshot this or note it down. Break your ad sets into single interests. Now you need to have, there's an advertising mindset. There's a mindset for everything. There's a generic mindset, and there's a mindset you need to have when you approach anything or enter anything. Now let me just quickly take a sip of water. So look, this is the advertising mindset, and this is all you really need to know. Now the same rules apply to those with big budgets, okay? Even if you have $50,000 and you can spend that in a single day, I still recommend that you only run ad sets spending $3 to $5 a day until, you get some data in. So the same rules that I share with every single one of you applies to those with big budgets. Everyone is essentially, you should all treat yourself as if you're in the same position. Now the campaign, here's another thing. So if you, once you set up your campaign, 24 to 72 hours from then, okay, first you have to use common sense. Now, if you're running for 24 hours, you make a straight loss, you just have to kill it, okay, that's common sense. But if you can see that it's starting to turn into a profitable campaign, then just maintain the same budget, okay? If you're spending $5 and, you make, let's say you make $6, maintain the same budget for another 24 to 72 hours. And if it remains profitable, then start scaling up, gradually. And the scaling process, I teach that inside the training. And if your campaign is now losing, then you simply just kill it, okay? It's as simple as that. If you spend $5 and you make $0 back, okay? Or you spend $5 and you make 20 cents back, then just kill it. All right. But there's also a criteria you need to follow. There's a criteria you need to be aware of, which I also teach in the training when deciding to kill or scale or optimize your campaigns. But for now, the basics is just do not become emotionally attached to your campaigns. If you see that it produces you a straight loss, then you just have to kill it and you move on to the next article. And then it's optimizing and scaling. Okay, this is pretty much the final part of the Facebook ad process. So as you're breaking even, what you want to do is you want to go to breakdown. You want to click ages, gender, and countries. Okay, you want to see which age is costing you the most, which gender is costing you the most, and which country is costing you the most. Once you learn that, you just take out the bad ones, the weak ones, the one killing your budget. You take them out and you just run with those that work. If you're profitable, you do the same thing. And if it's just a clear loss, as I said before, you kill it. Okay, it's as simple as that. If it's not breaking even, if it doesn't show any signs of breaking even or turning a profit, it's just a straight loss, you just kill it. And that's it. You move on to the next article. And then once you start scaling, then you want to start scaling in increments. Okay, scale incrementally. Okay, you maybe you spend $5 a day, then you start adding on $5 a day, and you start adding on $5 a day until you get to about $20, and then you start adding on $10 a day until you get to about $50. Then you start adding on about $20 a day until you get to, let's say, $150, and then you can start adding on $100 a day. And you just have to do all of this gradually and accordingly, and all of it will make sense once you start seeing the data come in. Okay, and as you start scaling, like I said, it will just all make sense. And this whole procedure, this optimizing and scaling, this is what makes or breaks your campaign. If you go wrong on it, if you don't weed out the bad audiences, etc., that could be, it could just be one little thing. You could be one step away from a profitable campaign. You could be one age range away from a profitable campaign. You could be one country away from a profitable campaign. And then, of course, if the campaign proves to be profitable, then you just scale big. The results I have here, within 31 days, I was able to do $15,000, with this single campaign. All right. And overall in that month, following this process and running articles alongside it, I was able to do over $40,000 in a single month just with this process. So super tip number 3, everyone note this down, take a screenshot of it and write it down. You want to use this at your own risk, okay? You don't want to put this on me. You don't want to say that I taught you this or anything. You just do this when you have a bit of budget. You want to have a bit of fun. You've been running a campaign for some time, and then you can test things out like this. Look, every advertiser has their own strategies, okay? There's no right way of doing it, and there is a wrong way of doing it, I guess, but there's no right way of doing this. You do it as you wish, and whatever floats your boat, whatever works for you, whatever seems right, that's how you're supposed to do it. So if the campaign proves to be profitable and it is profitable consistently, then scale up, 5 to 10x overnight. One time I've done this, I had a campaign just, I still don't know how much I was spending at the time. I might have been, as we can see the numbers here, look, if I was earning £284 on that day, I must have been spending about, £140 or something, £150. So I took that budget, I scaled it, and I went from 150 to maybe £300 overnight. I just doubled it. You have to take these risks sometimes, okay? Because sometimes random shit works and you just need to test it. And sometimes if it works, you'll be surprised. And look, within 3 days, I took my AdSense income from, £200-300 a day to £1,000, okay? And if we're talking dollars, then the first day we're looking at $500. And within 2 days, we took that to $1,000. And then within like 3 days, we were looking more at $1,300. So fast scaling, sometimes it works. You can test it out, but don't blame it on me. Please use this at your own risk. Now, the final part of the process. This isn't the final, actually. This is actually the initial part, because you set this up before you do anything. Before you set up your ads, before you do anything, and once you've got your content up on your site, all you need to do is you go to AdSens, you sign in, you click on My Ads, then you go to URL channels, and then you just insert all your URLs, all your articles. You take the URL and you insert it in there, and now AdSens will track each and every page, and they'll track everything. And when you'll be able to go into reports, advanced reports in URL channels, and view which URL is making you the most money. You'll be able to view which country is making you the most money for that URL. And You can see a lot of things. You can see the CPC from an individual country for that article. There's a lot you can do, and all you really need to do is just copy and paste your URL channel into Google AdSense's platform, and it's simple as that. And all your tracking is taken care of. AdSense is an amazing, amazing platform. So guess what? You won't believe it. You actually won't believe it. You're going to be surprised that this is actually the end of the training. All right. We're actually done here. And I'm not going to end or anything right now, but let me just talk a little bit more before I head over to the chat box. Okay. So, in life, all habits die hard. All right. Many of us, we come from the same background. We've been in the same position where, we just keep doing the same thing again and again. Now, you've come on this webinar today, but I don't doubt that you haven't been, on 20 different webinars in the past few months, okay? We will continue doing the same things, and I don't understand why it's got to be that way. We should, as humans, we should realize that when negativity strikes or when there's problems, a solution must be found. A solution must be created. We need to make changes. So this is just one call to you that, look, whatever you've been doing for the past few months, and the fact that you're here probably clearly not been working. You need to cut those bad habits, whatever it is. You're wasting time, or you're jumping from webinar to webinar, program to program. You need to cut that. And I don't say this so that you dedicate your life to my AdSens program, but I just say this so you dedicate your life to something, and that's that one thing, and you focus on it, and you go hard at it. You give it all your energy, and then I can promise you, you will get results. Okay? So be responsible for that change. Put it in no one's hands but yours. So the past hour, I want to ask you, would you agree? I don't know how long we've been on this webinar for. Let me see. We've actually been on it for an hour. That's right. So would you agree it's been time well spent so far? Let me know in the comments. Let me know. Give me some yeses, some hell yeses if you agree. It's been some time, some good time. You've had a good time. You've learned a lot. And honestly, now you really hold all the information you need to grow an easy six-figure site. And I promise you that. I promise you there's nothing more you need to know. That's it. A simple research process, simple content listing process, and then a simple advertising process. And it's all very, very simple. You now hold all the information you need to go ahead and do that. But nevertheless, I have something super cool to show you. But I do want to ask you, if you don't want me to show you, like I said before, I don't want to waste time. There's been times in the webinar, and I'll be honest with you, sometimes people will say that they don't want to see it. Okay, some people didn't gain value from some trainings, and I don't want to just, be here wasting my time if you don't want to be here. So let me know. Do you want me to show you the special opportunity I prepared for you today? Okay. Yes. Cool. People liking it. All right. People want to see it. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to come back to the Q&A in a little bit. Like I said, there are some people who are a little upset, but there's some people going crazy. I absolutely love this. Let's clap. Great training. I hope you've all enjoyed it so far. But let's dive straight into the opportunity I've prepared for you today. So, everyone, look, we all have some disposable income. The fact that you could purchase this training means that you had disposable income. You knew that when you purchased my training, you wouldn't be left homeless. That money will return in your pocket. And we need to accept this, that there's money we'll always have that, we'll probably spend on a new pair of jeans or a new pair of shoes or on a new phone. That's disposable income because we know it won't leave us on the street, and that money will come back right into our hands. So what I suggest is we need to start using our disposable income much more wisely. We need to stop spending on books, on watches. Not books. We need to spend it on books. Damn yeah, we need to spend it on books. But we need to stop spending on phones, and irrelevant materialistic things. And we should start investing in our education, in our knowledge, in our future, and in our business, okay? Make sure to invest your disposable income wisely because most of you here do, hold some form of disposable income. So once again, we're back with a pixelated AdSens Reborn logo, but let's shoo away from that, okay? So here's what you're going to get. Let's dive straight into the opportunity. All right, I've prepared a program for you now, and this is going to be a live program. This is going to be all hands-on, and we start this program on the 6th of February, okay? So a week from now, this program goes live, and everyone will be working with me hands-on, and a lot of it will be done for you, and we're just going to bang everything out. So here it is. Week number 1 is the explosive site setup, okay? I will set up a site for you with you, or myself. If you want me to jump on a call with you, show you exactly how to do it, we go about that way. I'm trying to create a very customized and a very hands-on and engaging program here. So I'm going to set up this site for you, and I'm going to show you exactly how I've done it. I'll get all legalities, okay, compliance pages and everything done to start off with. Then we're going to work out on the layout and design of your site so it's super AdSense optimized. We want to make sure, conversions are high. We want to make sure everything's functioning and everything, is working as planned. And then we're also going to make sure, the design suits you. You like the design, you're happy with it, and we can move with it. And then graphics and everything, this is all going to be done by me, and the writing work on the site, creating your about us, creating your footer page, your compliances, privacy policy, all of this I'm going to deal with. There's not going to be no third party working on this stuff. It's going to be me and you, just between me and you. And personally, I'd say the value for this is, come on, you got to be sensible and put a value of at least $2,000 on this just to get site created, which AdSense will actually approve. That's a very hard job these days, and I'm essentially saying that I'm going to help you create a site which will get approved by AdSense, and if it doesn't, we're going to continue perfecting the site until we can get it approved. And then week number 2, okay, content scoping. In this week, we're going to select a niche, or we're going to select a few niches. Then we're going to work together on finding hot content within the niche or within the few niches, and then we're going to have the content rewritten or even new content written and uploaded to the site in the most effective way possible. So what I'm saying is that I'm actually going to work with you hands-on, and we're going to find content together. I'm not going to leave this part with you on your own. I understand that it gets a bit complicated, okay? Many of you people are struggling to find content, struggling to find hot content. I'm going to hold your hand, and we're going to go through this process together, okay? We're going to find we're going to select a niche, we're going to find good content, and then we're going to get it rewritten. And now we're going to be left with a site, a fully AdSense optimized site, which is with new content, fresh content, going to be looking good. It's going to be ready to get approved by Google AdSense. Okay, and then in week 3, this is where the money starts rolling. Okay, literally 2 weeks down the line, we step into the week number 3 traffic jam. Now we're going to start running ads to all the content we have come up with, whether it was in your budget to have 50 articles made or 10 articles made. I'm going to create all of your ads for you. Okay, I'm going to create all of your ads for you, and I'm going to help you create your audience. I'm going to help you find the right audience for your content. And then finally, we're going to jump on a call, and we're going to get all of the ads up and running. So we're going to get on a call. I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to literally set up each and every single campaign in front of you, right in front of your eyes. And if you don't have time to get on a call, then by all means, I'll do it in my own time. I'll record it and I'll have it sent your way. So why is this good for you? I wonder why, to be honest. Well, the thing is because I'm actually doing pretty much everything for you. You don't have to worry about shit all. This is going to be all in my hands. It's essentially become my responsibility. It becomes my business. Once you put your money in my hands, then it's my responsibility to grow your business. And I know my reputation to me means more than anything. And if I do not deliver on my job, then it causes me a lot of problems, and it will leave me in a very dark space. So that's why this is good for you, because you can be 110% sure I'm going to deliver your work to the best standards possible and get you the results you're looking for. So I had 2 choices, okay? I really just had 2 choices. And the first option was this, that I could go as cheap as possible and try to sell as many as possible, but it wouldn't really incentivize me to really stack the value. And what I mean is that I could have put a $47 price tag on this, just as I did with my last program, with AdSense Reborn, which I used to sell for $697. And I could have done that, but then, I really don't think I would have the time and the energy to give you, one-on-one, and to get your new content made and create your graphics for you and get you approved by AdSense and create your ads for you. So the second option was that it would require a little higher investment from you, but in exchange, I can devote more resources to guarantee your success. And here's one student. Many of you have seen this site. This woman does not, really want to share her face or anything, or a Facebook profile, but you have all seen this site, which is creshared.com. And this is the testimonial this woman left me. And look, this woman actually paid me $10,000. And this isn't a lie. You know, if for whatever reason, for some reason you doubted me, I could always prove that this woman paid me $10,000. And here's a message she left. Thank you, Abdullah, for everything you've done. It's been 4 months now, and I've done well over $35,000 in revenue, all on a 60% ROI. And, you know, she's absolutely crushing it. Her site was a brilliant success. And now today I use it as a role model for, you know, all my clients and their sites. This is a very good example. And this is, you know, something that we will produce and form for yourself. So back to what you're going to get. Okay, I didn't finish off. We have week number 4, in which, you know, you optimize or you die, all right? Because as I said, optimizing and scaling is what makes or breaks your campaign. So by now, your campaigns are going to be running for a few days, and we'll have generated a lot of data. Okay, we're going to have a lot of data to work with. So now we'll get on a call. And if, like I said, if you don't want to get on a call, you don't have time, I can do this in my own time and record it for you. We'll analyze all your campaigns and make all the necessary changes and optimizations needed to get these campaigns profitable. Okay, so wherever that can be done, all the precise optimization, hawk like optimization and analysis, you know, I will take care of it, and we'll do everything and anything we can to turn these campaigns profitable. So what are we looking at so far? Week 1, we're going to set up your site. Week 2, we're going to find all your content. Week 3, we're going to start running traffic to your content. And then week 4, we're going to start, you know, optimizing or scaling your campaigns. And at minimum, you know, like I just said, that client paid me $10,000. So I've got to say, total value at least, you know, over $5,000 we're dealing with over here. Just in 4 weeks, I've done for you engagement calls and, you know, me just actively doing shit for you. We're dealing with over $5,000 in value. Okay, now this is a webinar only bonus. Webinar only bonus number 1. This bonus is only available for the first 20 people. Okay, the first 20 people that take action today, this bonus is only available for them. And you know, these live weekly hot seat webinars, that's what the bonus is, will only go on for 8 weeks. And that's not only 8 weeks, is a lot of time. Within 4 weeks, we're going to be rolling with your site. We're going to have a lot of data. We're going to be analyzing and stuff. You know, for 8 weeks, every single week, we're going to get clients from the group, and we're going to hot seat you, okay? We're going to jump on a webinar. We're going to take a look at your business. We're going to take a look at your campaigns. Sometimes we might set up a site on the first, you know, hot seat webinar. Maybe on the second the webinar, we'll find some content. Third, we'll start running ads, and we'll actually work on clients live, you know, right there, okay? And then webinar only bonus number 2, there's going to be a lifetime Facebook private support group. And this bonus is only available for the first 10 people, all right? So for the first 10 people that take action to this, there's going to be a lifetime Facebook private support group. And all of you know how valuable the Facebook support group is. You know, we're active every single, you know, minute in there. And it's absolutely blowing up. Everyone helps each other out. But, you know, for people taking action today, you're going to be in a group with like-minded individuals, you know, some experts, some real big dogs, okay? People that have serious commitment and that are really ready to grow content businesses, and a lot of opportunity and a lot of doors will open up. So what are we dealing with now? What are we looking at? Here's what you're going to get. Week 1, explosive site setup. We're going to set up your site. Week 2, we're going to find your content. Week 3, traffic jam. We're going to set up all your ads and campaigns for your articles. And then week number 4, we're going to have all this data. We're going to optimize or die, all right? We're going to optimize these campaigns. And we're going to scale them. And if not, then we're going to have to kill them. We're going to die, and then we're going to repeat the entire process, find new content, set up new campaigns, and start optimizing again. And then these are the webinar only bonuses available today. You know, for the first 20 people that take action, you're going to get lifetime Facebook private support. And for the first 10 people that take action today, there's going to be live weekly hot seat webinars in which clients will jump on, you know, a call with me, and we're all going to jump on together. We're going to take a look at your business, and whatever changes need to be made, we're going to do them right there live. And the total value of this at minimum, I would say, is at least $7,000. All right. Now just remember that client paid me $10,000 to set up a site and do this exact same service. So, you know, that's it. And look, let me ask you a question. If all this did was finally allow you to start working your butt off selling products for, let's say in the e-commerce space or selling digital products, finally allow you to stop actually selling anything, would it be worth it? Or if it finally gave you the kick in the butt to finally get moving, would it be worth it? Because I know there's a lot of people here in this program just looking at this training, but not actually doing anything. You're all stationary, you're not moving. So if this finally gave you the kick in the butt to finally get moving, would it be worth it? If all this did was give you the ability to drive millions of visitors to your site every single month profitably, would it be worth it? So what does 5 figures a month mean to you? Or 5 figures as we see over here? You know, more time with family, ability to quit your job, enough funds to invest in other ventures, or maybe even the ability or, you know, the option, the potential to make $1 million in your lifetime. What does 5 figures a month really mean to you? So let me ask you one more question. If you make $5,000 a month or even $3,000 a month, all automated, would it make sense to just pay me $5,000 one time to help you set this up? Personally, if someone said to me they could help set up a business that produces $5,000 a month for me every single month, I would hand them $10,000, not even $5,000. I would give them $10,000, even more, because that's invaluable. All right. But look, in life, here's how it is. In life, you can either have money or excuses, okay? It's as simple as that. You either have money or excuses. You can't have the both of them. You can either make excuses as to why you cannot afford something, or you can come up with the money and you can pay for it. But you cannot have both of them. You can't have money and have excuses. You can't have 2K and then make excuses as to why you cannot do something. It just doesn't work. Sorry, this Skype support in the corner is just absolutely distracting me. But look, you can't have money excuses. So you need to decide, what is it? Do you want to make money, or do you want to carry on making excuses all your whole life? Carry on whining, carry on blaming things on other people, blaming your success on others, blaming your failures on others. You need to leave the excuses behind and worry about making that money, okay? So you can see why it's a good deal at $5,000. Maybe some of you can't see that because, you might have never invested enough in your education before. But for the general public, this program would go for $2,000 simple, okay? It's just as simple as that. In this industry, we work by a few price ranges, $997, $1997, $4,997. And for the general public, this program I would throw up for $2,000. But because you are special, because you're my AdSens Reborn customer, and because many of you got on early today, and all of this commitment I'm seeing from you, and just because I'm so excited for having done a launch that brought in over 2,000 students, you can get the entire AdSens done for you package for only $997 today. Okay, it's essentially done for you because I'm pretty much doing everything for you. All right, and you can have access today, not for $5,000, not for $3,000, not even for $2,000. You can have access today for only $997. So, if you're actually ready to make this change, if you're ready to stop making excuses and start making money, then please go to this link and sign up here. http://sixcentssecrets.co/order. Now, bonus number 3, which I haven't mentioned yet. For the first 5 people that take action today, you can have access to my mobile phone number. You can message me whenever you want with whatever questions you have, and I'll get back to you immediately. You can even phone me if it's urgent, okay? I'm so active on my phone. There's not a day I don't go by, not using my phone. All my support queries, I answer through my mobile phone. So, you can imagine how invaluable it would be if you had me on WhatsApp, if you had me on, Voxer, and if you had my mobile phone number, mostly you could ring me and it'd be very invaluable support. So now you have 2 choices. The first option is this: do nothing and not take this leap of faith, which is 100% risk-free anyways, okay? The second option is this: put up the small investment today compared to all the value you'll get in return and just give it a shot. If it works, then great. And if not, just ask for your money back and you'll get it. Simple as that. So here's my crazy guarantee that there's 3 parts of the system. Like I said, there's your site. Now, if it doesn't perform with over 2% CTR, I will personally rebuild your site. Your content hunter. Okay, this language over here written is actually a bit incorrect. But anyways, your content. Okay, if none of your content makes you any money, I'll give you my own money-making articles. I'll find you the right content. I'll, do whatever I can to help you make money with content. And if you're getting no traffic, if you can't get traffic, one of my guys or myself will log into your Facebook account and fix up all your ads and your campaigns to make sure and ensure traffic is rolling to your sites and you are acquiring beneficial data. And to top it all off, I have an ultimate 60-day guarantee that if within the next 60 days, provided you are getting your tasks done, you haven't drove any traffic to your site or made any AdSens revenue, or your AdSens account or FB account gets banned, I will give you all your money back. So the real question is this: is it worth gambling a few minutes of your time to check this out? Which, if it does even half of what I've claimed today on this webinar, it will pay 3 times over from your first few campaigns. You know, other opportunities, for example, on the left, we have Starbucks coffee. They can take 3 to 5 years to get your initial investment back. And these are the corporate investments. It can take you 3 to 5 years to get your initial investment back. And with this, you can get your investment back, you know, 3 times over from your very first few campaigns. So let me show you what to do next. Just head over to sixcentsecrets.co/order and claim your package right now. And for anyone taking action today, right here, right now, understand that the program begins on the 6th of February. I will personally contact you further after you take action, and I will get you locked and loaded, get you ready in place to run with this, okay? So let me remind you one more time what you're going to get. If you take action today, week 1, explosive site setup. We're going to set you up your entire site with legalities and, you know, all that you need to get your AdSens account approved. In week 2, content scoping. We're going to look for the best content, the hot content in whatever niche you like, and we're going to get it rewritten and do whatever we need to do to make that content unique and get it up on your site. And if you're not already approved for AdSens, in this same week, we're going to be applying for AdSens as well. And in week number 3, traffic jam. You know, if you cannot, traffic jam. And we're going to start running your ads this week, okay? All your content is going to be ready now. However much content you have, I will handle it. If you have 20 articles, I'll play with 20. If you have 50, I'll play with 50. But nevertheless, we're going to create all your campaigns this week. We're going to set up your ads and we're going to get them onto Facebook. And then week 4, we're going to optimize the DAI. We're going to look at all this data we've acquired. We're going to analyze it. We're going to make the changes that we need. And boom, we're going to run with it, okay? We're going to optimize it and then we'll hopefully start scaling your campaigns. And the webinar only bonuses for today: for the first 20 people that take action, you get lifetime access to your Facebook private support group. And the first 10 people that take action today get access to the live weekly hot seat webinars where individual clients will get on the webinar and I will solve all their problems live right in front of every client. And then first 5 people that access this program today will receive my mobile phone number and can contact me whenever the hell they want and however the hell they want. And the total value of this at minimum must be at least $7,500, okay? And honestly, the value of this is all invaluable. Why? Because I am working on it. I have my hands in your business. You don't really do anything apart from watch me, watch and learn, to be honest. So if you didn't sign up immediately, there's going to be 3 reasons probably. Reason number 1 is that you don't see the value in this. Reason number 2, you're quite nervous about all of this. And reason number 3, you just think it's too expensive, okay? And to be honest, I'm not going to object any of these. If that's the case, then I have nothing to say. And, I totally understand that. But look, I'm nothing special. You need to understand that. I personally can't write articles. I personally am not a techie. I spent 2 years of trial and error to discover these secrets that I'm just going to give you today for a very, very small investment. And you can spend countless hours trying to do it the hard way, or you can simply listen to me and take action today and have me work on it for you and do it for you. So I thank you for attending, but it's not over because we yet have the Q&A. So for the first 5 people, just a quick reminder that take action today will receive my mobile phone number and can contact me whenever the hell they want, however the hell they want, and will receive responses from me within 20 to 30 minutes, no doubt about it. So last time, I'm going to remind you what you're getting today, that if you take action today, you're going to get all of this. Week 1, explosive site set. Week 2, content scoping. Week 3, traffic jam. Week 4, optimize the DAI. First 20 people that take action today, lifetime Facebook private support group. First 10 people that take action today, live weekly hot seat webinars. First 5 people that take action today will receive my mobile phone number. Get started now for just $997 today. Go to this link and sign up here, sixcentsecrets.co/order. Now let's hold down this Q&A. Let's get some questions answered. And we're going to hold a 20-minute period or so. Everyone ask your questions and let's get them answered. Everyone, let's get the questions rolling. We're going to hold on for another 20 minutes and that's it. what sort of things does Google look for before they approve your account? They want compliance pages. They want good content. You know, they want all these things, and there's so many things. I mean, I cover all of that in the trading. What they're actually gonna need, to see if they wanna, if you're looking to get your AdSense account approved. And the PDF, everyone, you will receive that in your email. As for how do you know if you're the first 20, you will be contacted further by email, and I will let you know exactly. I'll let you know exactly. The further instructions. Sorry, I'm absolutely losing my mind right now. So many questions coming. I've been speaking for 1 hour, 30 minutes straight. Just as I said, 90 minutes. 90 minutes will run, and that's how it is. There's 100% white hats. So many questions. So how could our AdSense account be in jeopardy of getting banned? I don't know. Sometimes shit happens, and you find that your account just get banned. Okay, people make stupid mistakes, and they can mess up. But obviously your mistakes are not my responsibility, but my mistakes, if I come across anything and I see that something went wrong in my strategy, then that's my responsibility, and then I provide a guarantee. Put the PDF in the resource pane for download. All right, give me 2 seconds. Let me find this PDF and get it up for you in here. Let's go to, actually, first thing is, let's stop sharing the screen now. Stop sharing, and let me find the proof. What's it called? The PDF. AdSense. No. Okay, so do you know what? You're gonna have to watch out for your emails. Okay, Tom's gonna email it you. You'll even see it through my mails. I'm not gonna attach it here right now, just simply because I can't find them. And I did see those proof inquiries. That's very right. I'm not here to tell stories or anything right now, but there's a lot more to it that many people will not know, and the people that do not respect that, then it's good. Okay, it's cool. There's something that people will never understand. There's some personal stories that you can't really address in this space, because there's this generic view that everyone thinks that all marketers that come out, with a webinar and a trade, with a sales pitch is a scammer. And for anyone that thinks that, by all means, I would, that's cool for you. You can think that, and you can also, do as you please, but you all have access to my training. You can test it out. You can also see that people are getting results with it. I do not know what else it is you need to see. If people are already getting results, that's all that matters. And the PDF, you people keep asking, so that PDF, I need to find it. What I do know, Tom has prepared it for you. Tom is going to email you all with the gifts that we have promised you. So please just look out for your emails and worry about that. You use more than one site to get this type of volume? No, we actually just stick with one site. When I get rolling, when I get things rolling, what's it called? I just work with one site. What we got here? How much would you need to roughly play with after buying into this for ad spend, rewritten content, etc.? I would say, on top, you're going to need an extra $500 budget, for content, for ads. That's it. Honestly, it's really struggling to, it's hard to keep everyone happy. All right, let's see what we've got here. For almost 3 years, I've been using AdSense on my recipe blog, which use a Facebook fans page. Okay. Which netted me about 150,000 last year. That's dropped significantly, and so far this year, I've been losing money. Very, very frustrating. Has AdSense changed their algorithm? Okay, so your name, Jack Stacy. There are a few things AdSense has changed, but I'm sure there's ways around it. And now that you're a client of mine, we'll take a look at your page and we'll see exactly what we can do, to get the results you're looking for and to fix all these little problems. How long does a domain need to be active before AdSense application? Literally 2 hours. You can buy it and accept your site and apply. You mentioned source. So my question is, what's your clear take? Can we use copy paste content with credits on the site, or we need it rewritten? You do need unique content. The bottom line is you need unique content. However you go about it, you do need unique content. Will profits from the cervical cancer campaign made exclusively for AdSense ads? Yep, only AdSense ads. Suzanne, oh, congratulations. You're officially my student. In your original course, you say that we can use copy-pasted content for approval. I'm going to redo the content module. In your tutorial, when you scaled FB ads, you got rid of the age groups that were more expensive. Wouldn't those be the ones that bring you better ROI? Of course not. The ones that charge you more is the ones that are less beneficial to you. How many articles do we need before we can earn $3,000 per month? Literally, you could have one article and that could make you that much. If you just want to get results, you can be a mentor too. Is following that okay? Purchase, congratulations. Can you log into your AdSense Live? Do you know what? Unfortunately, I'm not going to log into my AdSense Live. I do not have any significant numbers I need to show you at the moment. I'll be honest with you. I don't really run any of my own sites at the moment. I only focus on my clients. I have flipped a few sites, and I'll be honest with you. For me, this is far more profitable, and I enjoy this much more. I'm a digital marketer. I spent, clients pay me $10,000 to set up a site for them with some content. Do you know what I mean? End of the day, it's about the money. But what I do know is that I can bring value to you. I can help you make money with this model. So all you need to really worry about is what can be done for yourself and not about how much I'm making. And if you're one of those people that depend on, if you're depending to see screenshots and videos, etc., then, it's a bit of a problem. You do know my large partner, Gora Bora, they're nearly done $10,000 in revenue this month. Okay, it's working. I've done training, have account approved, but Google ads are not showing on my site after 3 days. So you need to check if your ads have been set up correctly. If not, if not, then what's it called? You just have to give it a few days, and sometimes the AdSense ads appear, but sometimes you never realize, and you might not even be approved. When will you put the link for the headlines PDF? I told you before, Tom Yevsikov will email you, or it was part of your marketing for the months and times. Do you think people would have purchased if you said you're not making money yourself? Well, the thing is, look, mate, I made over $300,000 in revenue with this model. So I have made money with it, and that's all that matters. I didn't, take the information from anyone else and start teaching this. I speak from my own experience and my own results. Do you know how much AdSense pays per click? No, I don't, because it all varies by content. PCR, is there any option for content and campaign? Yep, I believe no. Now, if you're hearing me, just contact me privately and I'll let you know all the other service we're going on. Kyle, come on, mate. You need to help me out over here. We're going crazy. Whoa. Yeah, no, thank you. Please set after Zach's payment. That's very true. I'm going to contact you all privately through email with the email that you paid with, and I'm going to let you know further instructions of what's going to go on over the next few weeks. When you post articles, I'm not 100% sure how you're making money. Are you just waiting for people to click on your AdSense? That's right. We're just waiting for people to click on the ads. Let's see more questions over here. Okay. Have a current approval goes. Okay. Oh, yeah, Susan, hell yeah, you're going to get my number. We're going to make this happen. This is cool stuff. All right, I'm getting super tired. I'm actually out of breath. We can even continue questions later in the group or anything. But is there any questions importantly and urgently that you want to get answered now before I go off? What do you show how to protect your ads without being hacked? I have no idea what that is, to be honest. I've never really been hacked. I'm not much of a security freak, so I'm not too sure. Can I use Spinner Bros? Of course you can. I'm going to be doing a Q&A with the owners of Spinner Bros, so you can ask them more questions regarding that. Guys, please check out this site now. Please stop spamming this chat box. I beg you. I'm really not looking to kick anyone out of this. We do see the site, novatrends.co. I don't know what it is you're trying to achieve by us people seeing your site. Is there going to be a replay? Yep, the replay will be mailed to each and every single one of you that were registered for this webinar. All right, T. So I am super drained now. I hope everyone's had a great time. I hope everyone gained a lot of value from this webinar. And honestly, believe me, if you did not take action today, then I don't mind. Honestly, I still believe you're going to be successful. My program covers everything you need. The only reason I created this offer is because I understand that people don't have the time. Okay, people don't have the time to do this themselves. So I'm going to help and do it for you. All right, that's the only reason this offer is created today. I know every single one of you can turn a success out of this program, okay? And if you didn't have the funds, I totally understand that, okay? We have payment plans available. You can look on that, okay? You can check the payment plan out. It will be on the order page. The PDF will be mailed to you. And everyone else, thank you for the kind words. Thank you for being here. I really respect, everyone's attendance today. It's been a great webinar. Thank you all for being here. I look forward to seeing you inside the AdSens Elite Inner Circle group. All right, that's it for now. I'm going to cut short this recording, and the replay will be mailed to each and every single one of you after the webinar is over a few hours later.